What is going on, guys? And I'm very excited to bring you guys this special edition of Cartoon Conspiracy Theories, brought to you by you guys yourself, the audience. All of these theories are written by or made or given to me by the fans, the subscribers, you guys. Like I said, previous video, you guys may have missed it in a previous video I did last week where I was talking about how you guys come over to the Facebook page and you guys message me or leave comments with theories. I'm going to be doing a weekly video where I read some of them and give you guys credit for them. And it's kind of a fun way to give back to the community. And on top of that, I love reading your guys' theories. I read them all, I leave comments, and I message people back. So it's a lot of fun. So if you're not a member of the Facebook fan book page, please click the link in the description below. Come check that out and be part of the fun. Be part of the video. Maybe next week I'll pick your theory. I'm gonna pick a few. I can't read them all because like I said, I got so many. This video would be hours long if I read them all, but I'm gonna pick a few that I thought were the funnest, some of the coolest, and I'm gonna give them a read. Now, the first one we're going to read is from someone who wants to go by the Gaming Comedian. Now, this is, I believe I've seen his name on the Twitch streams as well, so shout out to you, man. But anyway, his theory is on Family Guy, and it's about character Dylan. Now, I have not seen a lot of the newer Family Guys, unfortunately, so I didn't even know this character existed, but apparently Dylan is Brian's son, and he's only appeared in 2 episodes. And basically, the theory goes on to say that what if Dylan wasn't actually Brian's son? Now, just a little bit of backstory about who Dylan is. Like I said, he's supposedly Brian's son. Brian's ex from way back in the day shows up randomly in an episode and tells him that he has a 16-year-old son. Well, that's kind of hard to say because Brian himself is only 7 years old. On top of that, he has no dog-like features. You'd think if he would have a son, it would have like some kind of dog ears or maybe a longer tongue, something kind of dog-like. But the kid is completely human and he's not messed up at all. He's completely fine, no dog features. Another piece of evidence that he leaves here for us is who the father could actually be. Now, there's a flashback in the second episode where you see Dylan, where it's talking about Tracy, who is Brian's old ex-girlfriend and the actual mother of the child. Now, she told Brian that her dad had sexually abused her while she was younger, and Brian made an all-the-way joke, apparently, some kind of sexual joke. And apparently, according to this theory, her own father got her pregnant, and then she blamed it on Brian because she knew that Brian had some money coming into him while she was poor, and so that Brian would take care of the son all these years later if she just pawned it off on him. Very, very interesting theory, and I'm really, really excited to read that. It was so interesting. I had to look up the characters and all kind of development and stuff. I thought it was really, really cool. Thank you, Gaming Comedian, for your entry. I really appreciate that, man. Our next theory comes to me from Leah Frederick, and it's about Alice in Wonderland. And it's titled, What If Wonderland is Actually Hell? And it's actually kind of cool and kind of a deeper way to think about this movie. So I'm going to read the whole thing here. It's really short, but it's really, like I said, pretty interesting. So we're going to read it. It says, Alice died at the beginning of the movie, and she had to walk through hell, aka Wonderland, in order to get to heaven. And the characters around her were mischievous demons in disguise. When Alice sees through the keyhole at the end of the door, at the end of the movie, is herself sleeping. That was the last thing she ever did before she died. And at the end, she walks with her sister to a castle. Her sister is just an illusion from her memory, and the castle's actually her entering heaven. It's a very short theory. Like I said, it's pretty cool, but it was really interesting when you think about it in that light, how all the events in the movie could be misstrewn as like all these tests to get into heaven, and all the characters that are trying to kill her and stuff like that throughout the movie are actually demons. Very cool stuff. So thank you again for the submission. Very, very appreciated. And our final one for this video, it was brought to me by Jenna Shaw. So shout out to you. Thank you for following on Facebook and sending me this. And it's a short one about SpongeBob and how SpongeBob can still afford to live in his house and pay utilities and bills and etc. while only having a fry cook job. Now, the average price of a single room or one person living in a house couldn't really be paid by someone who works a minimum wage job. Yes, he works long hours, he works every day, it seems like, but still making minimum wage, especially with Mr. Krabs being such a tightwad, it would be hard to pay all of your bills. I mean, you had electricity, gas, groceries, rent, or a mortgage, depending on if they're renting or buying your house. So how could he possibly pay for all this? Well, this goes on to say that he may have had past jobs where he was actually a higher up in some kind of company, making a good salary, and now he's retired and he doesn't want to sit at home and do nothing, so he takes a job in which he loves. He loves to cook Krabby Patties. So he does the job is basically just to blow off his time, just so he doesn't sit around by himself and he can hang out at the Krusty Krab with his friends and, you know, basically not be sitting at home and like Patrick, being bored, living underneath of a rock, literally living underneath a rock. So that's why he can afford to live in his home and pay for all of his essentials. But that was a really short theory, and it was a really cool one. And if you guys want to get your, like I said earlier, if you guys want to get your theories featured on the next week's video, all you have to do is go over to the Facebook page, like the Facebook page, send me a message, drop a comment, whatever you guys want to do. You guys can also follow me on Twitter and news if you guys would like. All those links will be down in the description. Check that out, and you guys can make your way on to next episode of this. Or if the theory is good enough, I might even make a standalone video for it and acknowledge you for writing. So make sure you guys get out there and get your conspiracy shoes on and get going on this, because I'm really excited to read more about you guys. I've read most of them so far, and I'm really enjoying what I see, and hopefully we can have some more fun in the future. But so we have time for, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can drop a like on this video, as always. It'd be very much appreciated. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. Come over, check out the Facebook page, all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, though, have a great time. Remember, this came back time somewhere. Until then, I will speak with you shortly.